and 21, 23, 24. That's kind of what I mean by alive and well. We love our modern Morgans. And the one thing we did find was that the fabled mints of the Wild West, the New Orleans, the Carson City, the coins first released on May 24th, 2021, seem to have the drive. It's the coins people want. They haven't seen them for over 100 years. So with that said, we're going to take a different direction. We're going to go back to the actual Morgan dollar, the actual first year of issue, and the fabled Wild West mint, Carson City. Here we go. So the Morgan dollar was introduced in 1878, first year of issue, and we had three mints striking that year. We had East Coast Philadelphia, West Coast San Francisco. New Orleans was still closed. They closed it during the Civil War, never reopened it. That didn't happen until a year later in 1879. So where the silver was actually located, silver was found, the Comstock Lode, Virginia City, Nevada. We decided to have this mint now striking the Morgan, Carson City, Nevada. And the fable begins. So first year of issue, we have the two coasts, and we have right in the middle of the country, right on top of the silver, Carson City. The winner, and still champion by a lot, by mintage, low mintage that is the Carson City Mint. We had 9.7 million each going into Philadelphia and San Francisco, and yet this one was only 2.2. Understandably, based upon the fact that, again, it was the newer mint. It was a makeshift mint for a purpose. We have silver right there. Let's start doing this, right? So the Carson City Mint, the fable itself, is the fact that it's the only mint in the Wild West. When they opened up New Orleans in 1879, for the first time since the end of the Civil War, we have now the mint that's pushing coin for the middle of the country, our westward expansion. So the Morgan dollar is made for a total of 28 years. We had 5 mints strike the coin, and if you add them all up, Carson City struck only 13 of them. But the unique thing about that is the fact that they only produced about 3%. Actually, it's less than 3% of all the Morgan dollars issued at that time. So think about that. You have 13 years of production, but only 3% known, which is why pretty much every year without fail, 12 of the 13 years Carson City struck the Morgan dollar, it was the lowest minted coin that year. It's just a fun one. So now, the reason why I introduced this conversation with the Morgan dollars are back is because the very first Morgan dollar we brought out for the 100th anniversary in 2021 was Carson City and New Orleans, the two mints that were no longer. Carson City closed their doors in 1893. New Orleans closed their doors in 1909. So on May 24th, the brand new Morgan, with 175,000 of them known to exist, at that time sells out in 3 minutes. Those of you that know the modern Carson City, the modern Morgan market, know you can't find that coin from only a couple of years ago for this price. It's going to cost you closer to $400 to find a brand new Carson City because, well, we love the Carson City Mint. Well, I love the Carson City Mint too, just like all of you, but I'm just looking in a different direction. I'm going back to the very first Morgan they ever made, 1878. These are hand-selected, circulated coins. They are outright beauties. They are the best of the best. And yeah, look at our price. We're at $249.95 tonight. Special price, very special coin. So you're getting the first Carson City Morgan ever struck for less than the last Carson City ever struck. Known coins? Well, if you look at NGC and PCGS's population reports, the largest grading services in the country, and I know these are not certified, but I'm using the math just to kind of explain, right? The mintage was 2.2 million, but it was the first coin we were using it. It is 140 plus years old, right? How many are known to exist? Well, The grading services opened up about 40 years ago, late 1980s. And in this time frame to today, the number of 78cc Carson Cities seen by the two combined is only 75,000 and change. So the vintage coins are seen less frequently than the brand new ones. The brand new ones cost more. That's the mental math mistake that I look at. Nothing can beat the original, period. And again, how many of you have been to a show over the years and you look at the front of a coin and say, wow, I like this coin. Turn it over to verify everything looks good and you find out that it doesn't. The reverse is just not there. There's dings, there's bad scratches, there's bad discolorization, which happens for a coin that is, well, 140 plus years old. Actually circulated, it was doing its job, and at some point somebody pulled it and just kept it. They didn't use it to paint or put flowers in the hair of the Morgan or make the eagles shine. It was kept by someone to where today the collectors can enjoy it. It's just something special. My competition, they're at $545. So we are almost $300 less. Think about that. Guys, I need a 30-second clock, please. Down to my last 10, 12 coins. Lots of people on the phone. Thank you all. Visit us at avccoins.com. Why I reference that is because we have all 13 Carson City Morgans in stock right now. So if there's a different year you're looking for, I can take care of you. And the coins are going to look gorgeous, just like the ones you're seeing in front of you. But we all know one thing in collecting. Low mintages matter. This one wins for 1878. We know popularity has a huge index. Nothing more popular than the Morgan, and the most popular Morgan is the Carson City. But it still comes down to price. With my competition north of 500, we're less than half. That's a deal.